Hey y'all, it's Chastity. I'm here, coming to you live. Fun fact, you're probably watching the replay. Totally cool. If you are, I appreciate you jumping on. If you are here with me live, thank you so much. I'm coming to talk to you guys about mindset motivation. And Nikki and I were talking about this yesterday. It's something that I've kind of been working on for myself, and I want to share it with you guys so you can kind of practice it and do it for yourself. If you're jumping on, say hey. Okay, so mindset, right? It's good morning, Janine. So your mindset is it's really powerful, especially it's powerful in so many ways. It's powerful if you turn it on and focus it, and it's powerful even if you don't. You don't even realize that things in the everyday life is actually affecting you, and it's filling your brain on an everyday basis. So if you are not focusing your brain and steering it to where you need to focus, if it's a goal that you have, if there's something that you want to work on, then it's your job to make your mindset focused in there. I'm going to give you some ways to realize and notice. It's like a training we're going to do. So if you're jumping on, say hey. So the training we're going to do is going to seem really weird if you jump on after we start this. So if there is someone watching, if you don't mind taking notes in the note for me. So if I'm telling you to sit up straight, that would be the first step. So your first step into getting this motivation mindset going is to go ahead and sit up straight. So when you sit up straight, you're already acknowledging the space that you're in. You're in a different state already just by acknowledging your posture. So I'm sitting up more straight than I was whenever I even came on this video. So we're sitting up straight, and we're going to do some deep breaths. And in this is kind of this is where the meditation comes into the mindset. So I should have put mindset, meditation, motivation. There are a lot of M words. All right, so you're going to sit up straight, and you can either close your eyes or you can keep them open. I'm going to keep them open. I think maybe I'll close them depending on how I feel. So what you're going to do is you're going to focus on your breath. So you're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. When you're doing these deep breaths, if you notice your mind wandering, that's the most crucial part of this meditation, is the acknowledgement and the notice of your mind wandering. So go ahead and keep doing your deep breaths in and out. Focus on your breath. And anytime you notice your mind wandering from your inhale, exhale state, if you notice it wander, just steer it back. But the noticing of it, noticing that your mind has wandered, if you notice it, you are light years ahead of everyone else. There are so many people who go through life on autopilot, and they are not even realizing their thoughts. Their brains are being filled with things that they don't even realize their brain is being filled with. You can stop that notion of getting information that you're not necessarily needing by doing these breaths, by taking these steps, by saying, I'm going to focus on my breath. Inhale, exhale, focusing on your breath, noticing when your mind veers, refocusing it back to that point. The reason why learning this is so important, let's give an example. You come home from work, you're exhausted, you literally just want minutes to yourself, and your kid comes up to you. Your kid's like, has all this energy. They're like, oh my God, I'm like ready to talk to you, Mom. Mom, where you been? I'm so excited. I'm blah, 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 blah. Like, and you're like, hump the brakes. You're overwhelmed. You're like, I can't deal with this right now. I have too much on my plate. That is when you need to, it takes a minute. Less than that. It truly does. It takes acknowledging your breath in and out, in and out. Notice your mind wander, bring it back. As long as you realize and you can be in that moment, then you can be a better parent, a better person. You can be more present in that moment in realizing that your kid just missed you. They just want to spend some time with you. They just want your attention for just a moment. And instead of blowing up at them, you've given yourself a chance to breathe. Maybe you even need to step in the bathroom and take a few breaths until you've collected yourself enough to appreciate the moment that you're in. And the reason why all that is so important is because, like I said, when you're on autopilot and your brain is being filled with things that you don't necessarily need. I did a fun, I don't know the word I'm thinking of, or not thinking of, because I did a fun, thing on the phone with my friend, right? Janine, you're here. You can help me with this. This is super fun. I was explaining to her what we're talking about now, and I asked her, I said, think of a commercial or a jingle or something that you memorized, that you weren't intentionally memorizing. There wasn't something that you were like, yeah, I'm totally gonna remember that. It's not something that you even thought about. But I bet you that you know a jingle. You might not know it on a dime. You might even have to research it. But Janine, throw one out there for me. We, like I said, it wasn't intentional that we actually practiced this. It was honestly shocking to me when she mentioned a commercial and I knew the jingle to it. Anyone can do it. Okay, so My Baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. So we're spelling out Oscar Mayer. My Baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. I didn't say I was a singer, y'all. I just said that I know that jingle because my mind was wandering. It was unfocused. I didn't realize it, and I was retaining information that I did not need to know. Throw me another one, Janine. Anyone, if you're on, throw me a commercial, and I'll let you know if I know. I might not know it, but do you know it? Because see, that's the thing. That's the question. These were ones that she knew. This was she knew My Baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. And then she just mentioned the name, and then I started singing it, and I didn't know that I knew it. The Band-Aid song, I'm stuck on a Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. Did not know I knew that song. She threw it out there, and I was like, oh my God, I just sang this song, and I can't tell you the last time I heard it, but my brain was filled with it because I wasn't focused. And I didn't even know. I'm 34 years old and I'm still learning about mindset, about memory, about so much. Exactly. I'm stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me. Random, useless knowledge. I told her this one. It's Shake and Bake and I helped. Come on now. That was a commercial for Shake and Bake. And here it is embedded into my mind. Okay. So if things that don't matter can be embedded into our mind, think of the things that if we actually intentionally focused on the things that do matter to us. So your goals, your hopes, your dreams, focusing on those things can really impact your life. Doing that simple inhale, exhale, mind has wandered, go back, bring it back. Notice that your mind has wandered. That is the most important key to meditation. So many people think it's not being able to think about anything. That's not it. That's truly not the intention of meditation. The intention of meditation is to focus on your breath, inhale, exhale, notice that your mind has wandered, and bring it back. Bring it back without getting irritated. Like, you should be excited that you noticed your mind had wandered. Does that make sense? It should make sense. I hope it makes sense, because that is the key to just everyday life. If you're being frustrated, so like something happens to you, and instead of allowing yourself to create a story that gives you an emotion, so like you're stuck in traffic, and instead of like whatever the story it is that you create as to why you're late, you're like, what's going to happen, you're creating a story already, right? Because you're agitated that you're late. So now you're giving yourself emotions behind the story that you have created for whatever it is that you're experiencing. Instead of doing that, the meditation practice that we're challenging you to, it's telling you, instead of reacting, take a moment to do your breath exercise, to be present in your moment, and to really, my son's teacher uses it as an example. Big problem, little problem. Is this a big problem or is this a little problem? Are you really going to let yourself get worked up over a little problem? No, it's not worth the energy that you're going to exalt in order to get frustrated or get mad or get upset. So yeah, I like that. Inhale for a count of 8, hold for 4, exhale. I don't know if my lungs can take that kind of capacity, but if you can, those are good deep breaths. I totally am with you. Totally do that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If you have any jingles that you have, like I said, even if you have to Google it, I'm not even kidding. I'm curious is if you have something, I'm trying to think of one. It was like a law firm commercial. This is the stuff I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments, please, please, please. I don't want to feel like I'm going crazy, because that's what I'm saying. Okay, so make sure you're focusing your mind on intent. You have purposeful thoughts towards your goals. You're being what's the word I'm thinking of? Intentional. You're being intentional with whatever it is you're thinking about, whatever it is you're doing. Write it down if that helps. I find that extremely helpful. I don't do it as often as I should, but writing it down can definitely help you. And then if you do journaling, journal how you feel after before you meditate and after you meditate. Compare those feelings, and maybe you'll see that it's working, or there might be some adjustments you need to do. Maybe you need to do a little bit longer of a meditation. They say start with a minute. I had originally told Nikki, I was like, oh yeah, let's do 10 minutes. And then I actually watched a video, which was really crazy. It was out of nowhere yesterday. I shared it. I did a little watch party for it. They were talking about it, and I was like, whoa. I was literally just talking to Nikki about that, and that's kind of laws of attraction and all, and I had a little bit more tools I was able to share with you guys, and I hope you found some value and some feedback in this. I really I've been doing a lot of personal development. I find it extremely important. One of the things that I watched or listened to this week was about those negative thoughts that we all have. They are always going to come. They're instilled into us because I don't know why, but they are. It's the way we are programmed, I guess. And when you keep those negative thoughts at bay by replacing them with positive ones and keeping your mind focused, that's how you have more, you're able to get more done in a day. You're able to check off those goals that you have, and you grow. So something to think about if you're looking for more personal development. Please feel free to reach out to me. I have plenty to share, whether it be books or YouTube videos. So much. That's really been helping me, because I'll be honest, I've been in the funkiest funks of funks for a couple months, and I'm pulling myself out slowly but surely. I hope that you'll join me, especially if you're feeling all the feelings. Don't allow yourself to feel those feelings anymore. Do your breaths. Notice your mind wandering. Refocus and set those goals and set them high, because you deserve it. You're worthy. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.